Okay, we're doing appliances and interior plumbing. We'll just go ahead and start in the kitchen here. And the bake is warming up pretty good. We're really probably not going to get it to 350. We're just going to stop clear here. Got the oven light on. We're going to turn that off. We're going to come back over here to broil and start that. Convection is beyond the scope of this inspection. So, I mean, it has that feature. We got self-cleaning around here. I can't imagine it's not. That also is beyond, but you do have those features. We turned the ovens on. They all came on nice and hot. We left the warming zone on. What we're going to do here is we're going to take a little infrared. And see what we got here. Talk to us. Oh, you're not going to talk to us? That happens. Nope. Oh, man. Come on, just act right. Alright, that's the warming zone. See, these are hot. That's the warming zone. It's on. That's why I wanted to wait for the infrared camera for that. Just so we see. Inquiring minds want to know. I have no idea how this sink works right here. This little faucet. It's not even a sink. It's a faucet. It comes in here. It's got a water filter on it. That's where the water filter goes. And it just pours right out on the countertop. We've got some kind of like an optic sensor or a light or some kind of I have no idea. It looks interesting, I can say that. And our broiler's working, so we're doing pretty good. One thing that I couldn't do, clear off. And then, okay, now we want to turn this off too. Alright, it seems that this kitchen range, flat top kitchen range, it seems that it's got an anti-tip device. I can't slide it out. I'd like to be able to put it back, so I'm not going to leave people's stuff out in the middle of the room, but it seems to have an anti-tip device. This is the microwave and kitchen vent fan. It is a circulating vent fan, okay? That's all that's required. Now, code says that this corner shouldn't be any closer to this than 24 inches. It's 23 inches. The manufacturer specification supersedes code. I do not have those instructions. It's probably fine, but I'm going to say that it's not 24 inches. That's just what I'm going to do. Push. There you go. No. Alright. So we're going to go in here and we're going to cook. What I've done here is I've got a wet rag. Alright. So I'm supposed to have a container, and then I've got magic lights. Check that out. I was the smartest kid in the room that day. And I got that. I got magic lights because I knew the right answers. So we're going to come over here and we're going to cook. Go like 15. Going to hit start. Now, my magic lights should be cycling on and off. And that's how we know that it's working right. I'm not seeing any magic lights. What's going on? Casserole. It says casserole. Sensor touch. Okay, I heard something come on. Well, there we go. Now you don't have to watch any more videos. Everything else is anticlimactic. That's the show right there. There's our magic lights. Took a little while to come on. Alright. We'll just stop and clear you here. There's steam coming off the rag. You know how I know it's working? That looks like it's working to me, alright? But you got the magic lights anyway. Got the whole show. How about that? I'll put this over here so I don't forget all my stuff, because I do. So that's the kitchen. We were not able to operate. Touch to start. No, stop clear. No, operator error here. You really want me to do it, don't you? We'll just leave you alone for a moment and see if this goes away. Dishwasher will not respond, will not come on. The seller's disclosure said that it was inoperable, needs work, needs repair. That's not the only thing, or maybe it is, I don't know, but this is what I noticed about the dishwasher, is that inside of here, that's a drain line, alright? Well, dishwasher's got a drain. You don't want dirty water around your dishes. The drain line is supposed to have an anti-siphon device on it. If it doesn't have an anti-siphon device, that's allowed as long as you have an anti-siphon loop. But the drain line for the dishwasher just comes right on up here, goes right into the garbage disposal right there, the food waste disposal. You got the barometric pressure from Elon Musk's satellites pushing down, all right, pushing down into here. pushing the dirty dishwasher down, water into your dishes. So, you know, if you don't want Elon Musk's satellites and his X-rockets messing with your dishes, you need an anti-siphon loop right here. This food waste disposal seems to be working pretty good. I'm not sure what size it is. It looks like it's a pretty hefty boy. I got the serial number. I'll look it up and see if I can't include that on the inspection report. The plumbing over here looks pretty boring. One thing I couldn't notice on the refrigerator, and again, I took some Hail Mary pictures, so I don't like to start a lot of conversation I can't finish. Alright, but I don't think that I'm seeing any hookups for the ice maker machine. It's supposed to have hookups in there, and I'm just not seeing that, and maybe the picture will come in. So I'm going to go on a little farther. See the way this comes down here? That's cascading. Kind of reminds you of the roof video, doesn't it? It cascades. It's supposed to cascade down here like that. And if you look up the code, see this right here, this is foul line. That's how us hillbillies talk about hillbilly home inspection. We got foul line right in here. All right, that's where all the cooties hide. All right, and the germs and the bacterium and the viruses. That's where all that stuff hides. It's supposed to cascade down. Now, I've yet to have a client call me and say, "Hey, bud, thank you for that foul line. Boy, glad you caught that." I haven't had that happen yet. It might have happened, but nobody called me. I just feel lonely. I got abandonment issues. But, you know, your realtor's going to say, just put a little bleach under there. I bet you I'll bet you $5 your realtor says, just put a little bleach under there. All right. How's that going? I got our tools going in here. Let's go into the laundry here for just a little bit. Nice new appliances. These are electric. Okay, the hot and cold water is supposed to be labeled hot and cold. That says hot and hot. I know, it's just a blue knob. You need a blue knob and you need the trim ring on that. And then over here, I'm looking at the clothes dryer power supply cord. See, that's 3-prong. It's not a 4-prong. Also, this room is not GFCI protected. You do not have GFCI protection on the clothes washer, which has been required for quite a while. And on the dishwasher, that's relatively new. It was last year it became required on the 220 volts for the dishwasher, for the clothes washer, for the clothes dryer. It was required. You know what else is required? And this is a long time ago. The length of the clothes dryer vent is supposed to be labeled. And I can't see because we got clothes dryer equipment in here. We got laundry equipment in here. There's a lot of things I can't see. But I'll bet you $1 to a donut that it's not there. That's what I'll bet you. This is the hall bathroom. Downstairs bathroom. This is not GFCI protected. It's supposed to be GFCI protected. You're in the bathroom. You're supposed to have GFCI. You don't have that. You got it in the kitchen. I got to tell you, in the kitchen. But you know what else you have in the kitchen? You have some that look just like this, but they're not labeled GFCI. Same thing in the garage. I'm coming on along here, and then I just keep it to everybody. Why not? I like to talk. See the way this piping is run? Okay, we're not supposed to have 2 connectors in tandem. You're going to see that on the dishwasher video, or the water heater video. And we do not have escutcheon plates. But you see the way this pipe comes down here and makes that little trip across there? A lot of home inspectors get excited. They start calling about there's an S-trap, there's an S-trap. That's not ideal, okay? Nobody's going to say, I'm glad that we've got this plumbed so beautifully. This is a good example of perfect. Nobody's going to say that, but there's nothing technically wrong with that. That is not an S-trap. That bridge is wider than 6 inches. So if anybody doesn't say that you got an S-trap, you can laugh at them in their face. I know. Okay, the bathroom vents. Okay, bathroom vents not required in a half bath. Oh, but we got one. How about that? But these vents are venting directly into the attic. They do not vent to the exterior. Well, we got more plumbing than that. We got more plumbing. We're plumbers. We're plumbers. We're hunting and searching. This is the wet bar. It's kind of loose a little bit like that. Okay, it's already a bar. You don't want somebody in here being overserved and sitting there trying to work with that. You might want to bolt it down, considering the purpose of this area. Just say GFCI works fine. Let's look underneath there and see what we got. I think I remember something. Maybe not. Yep, no escutcheon plate on the drain line. No escutcheon plate on the drain line. That's going to be my memoir, home inspector's memoir, in search of the missing escutcheon plate. But really, we got to do something about that. That's silly. Moving on along, we have a smoke alarm outside of here, but it's not a carbon monoxide alarm. None of the bedrooms have smoke alarms in them. None of the 3 bedrooms. Moving along here is the primary bathroom. We got vinyl floor. You shouldn't have separate handles. You should have one single handle. You shouldn't have a hot handle and a cold handle. GFCI, no GFCI, no GFCI in the primary bedroom. Not just that it's not labeled, you do not have GFCI in here. Do not have GFCI in here. And coming on along, okay, boring. Boring's good. Boring. I think it's boring over here too. But let's look. Let's look. I have a tendency, you know. I made a dry run real fast. Got some stains over here and stuff. Bathroom, commode, flushes. Everything's supposed to go down goes down. Hi, Timmy. Okay, so moving along. We're going to talk about some of this other stuff. And by the way, you've already seen this if that's the case. But I'm saying this so that I'll remember I need to come back and revisit this area. Okay, with the infrared camera. And I just did that for my own benefit. We're just going to kind of move along. Fireplace, that's an appliance. Okay, the hearth extension should be at least 24 inches, but this is all ceramic tile. I'm just glad that they've got this measured out like this, okay? I'm just glad that they got, you've got a visual clue that you shouldn't be dancing that close to the fire. This is probably one of the smaller grates, so that grate is not oversized. But what we've got in here is we've got different types of cracks. See that black crack right there? Because the smoke goes out. See these white cracks? See those? Look up inside of there. See those white cracks? Those are called clean cracks. It means it's sucking air. This house is sucking air out of the walls so that the fire can run. Because we've updated the windows to double pane windows. We updated the shingles, took the wood shingles off and added composition shingles, added another layer of insulation upstairs, made this a tight house. This fireplace needs something to breathe. You might want to crack a kitchen window when you're doing it. With this fireplace and y'all are competing for the same air. That's what you want. This metal piece across here, that's called a lintel. And we got some gaps that form. It's not unusual because the metal expands and contracts faster. So the lintel needs to be cleaned up a little bit. Okay, you need to ask a chimney sweep about the clean cracks. Okay, that would be good to know. There's probably not much you're going to do about this. A glass front is not required. Okay, a screen. We have a standalone screen right there. I don't know if it conveys or not, but a screen is not required. A screen would be nice to have. These things pop and spark and stuff. You don't want your wife chasing you around and your bathrobe's on fire and she's trying to get you to roll. Alright, well, again, we got an interior, so we're sticking to plumbing. We're getting close to it. Thank you for bearing with me, okay? Not everybody has as much fun as I do. I recognize that. Alright, we're coming up to another bathroom that's not ventilated very good. We got our protective prism. We got our protective prism that's missing over here. We got some weird... Okay, somebody's been working on the surface of this bathtub. This thing's been leaking, or it's been cracked, or it was cracked and it was leaking. Something's going on here, but it didn't come from the factory like that. That's for darn sure. They got the hot and cold reversed here. Okay, so right now you don't have any hot water, any water. You turn it here, now you got hot water. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, now you, okay, now it's cooler. So okay, I can take a bath now. No, it's supposed to start off with cold and goes to hot. This commode is too close. This commode also is not properly anchored. Kind of loose. And so if you're reading a book or something, you used to say the newspaper. Okay, so you read the newspaper on there and you turn the page, you might fall over. You might fall over. Moving on along. I can't remember. I think one of these, maybe it was downstairs. I think the downstairs, I have it in the notes, but one of the lavatory, the flow is real slow out of it. I think it's the downstairs bath. But anyway, don't listen to me. Read the report. Our drain line is collapsing right here. these plastic drain lines, they are acceptable. A lot of people don't think they are. If they're not corrugated on the interior sides, some of them are corrugated on the interior and exterior sides. Some of them are corrugated on the exterior sides, but they're smooth on the interior sides. And you have these little rubber jobs like this. I have these at home. And they're code approved. But not like this. This one's collapsing. I don't know what's going on with that. It should look like this one over here. That's weird. You know what I bet it was? I don't know. I can't bet. I shouldn't tell you what I bet it is. I bet they put some Drano in there and it's got hot and swelled up and collapsed and stuff. Something happened. Something weird happened here. I don't know what. They're not very expensive. Wouldn't be nothing to get a new one. It'd be the smart money to say just get a new one. Alright, well that's everything to do with plumbing and well, almost. Abandonment issues. Thermostats. Dumb animals. All it knows is what you tell it to do. They shouldn't be located in bedrooms. They should be located out in the common area. Whoever's in this room, they close the door, they're going to be very comfortable. People on the other side of the door, they might be texting you because this door's got a lock on it. Pro tip, if you're going to have the thermostat in your bedroom, put a lock on the door.